What's up, beautiful people? So this video is going to be a pros and cons of my lock extensions. As you can see, they're actually doing good from the first time that I got them. The first time I got them, I don't know if you guys is going to be seeing the video of the video that I had recorded, or this video is gonna go up first. I don't know which one, but before I got it, when I first got my extensions, my twist out was way better than this. I did get some hair growth, but I had to go back in, you guys, and fix it because my part was crooked. Like, being me, I like perfection. Not totally perfection, but like at least my part got to be right for how much I was paying. Y'all paid $400 for my extensions, and you guys, it did not come out how I expected. It did not come out how I felt like I was promised when I booked it. It did not come out like that, and I was still upset. But what's done was done, because at that point I thought that there was nothing I could do about it. But little did I know, she did not even install it the right way, so I could have pulled it out of my hair at that moment. And I've been waiting to write a review on her thing, and now that I've fully installed my hair and I found other locticians to do my retwists and stuff, I'm just like, babes, when I'm ready to write that review, be prepared, okay? Let me get into these pros and cons for the lock extension. I'm going to start with the cons first, because I feel like those are most important for you guys to know, so you guys won't overlook the cons and be like, I didn't know this and that. I would just want you guys to know first, because I know as I watch other people's lock extension videos and I read the comments, I know people go through this a lot, and I would rather have you guys avoid it, because I personally did not know this till I went through it. The first con is it's costly. It can range from, I feel like mine's was the lowest, 400 to 1,000, because I've seen lock extensions, lock specialists put the price for the lock extensions from 1,000 to 1,000 plus. Now those are locticians that actually provide the hair with the lock extensions installment. But I've seen other people who don't provide the hair go from 400 to 700 range. I've never seen above. I guess it depends on the state that you live and how much your loctician decide to price you. But I would say make sure that they've been in the business for quite some time. You do not want to waste money when it comes to lock extensions, because one, they're not cheap. And I was just like, what the some cases stylists do not install hair properly, and what I mean by that is, so the portions of your locks is supposed to meet the portions of your hair. If your portions of your hair does not meet the portions of locks, say your hair is too thin and the lock extensions add extensions that are thicker than your natural hair that they have portioned out for that lock, your hair will thin out, and then your lock extensions will fall out. This causes lock extensions falling out, and it causes your hair to thin out at the bottom. And your lock extensions, personally for me, I feel like your lock extensions are supposed to promote your hair, and not promote your hair to grow, but be an add-on to your hair. So as your hair grows, your lock extensions supposed to grow with your hair. I've seen many methods of how locticians install hair. One is do the instant lock method and then install your hair inside the instant lock method. And the second way is to braid your hair down, install your hair, then take a kinky hair, which you can find on Amazon stuff. I personally will have my kinky hair that I had to redo for my hair down in the inbox down below, and I will have my hair where I got my hair from the vendor, which was from Etsy down below. And take the second method, take the hair, wrap it around, which is actually human hair, wrap it around, and then crochet it inside your hair, and so that will create a barrier for your hair and your natural hair and the locks, and also that's locking your hair in the locks. Those are the permanent lock extensions. Those are for permanent, and I feel like locticians should give you those options and not just go like the options that they feel like they want to go to. I guess that's if they know the options. Like I said, please do your research before you go, and please see your loctician's work before you go to them of how they do lock extensions. So the third one is your lock of shred. So if you do not get your extensions from the right vendor, it can most definitely shred, which I've seen people have, which I've seen other people on social media have those type of problems. I did not have that problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. My vendor actually has a lot of customers that has a good reviews, and I did not have that problem, so I'm happy I did not have that problem. Your locks could damage your natural hair, so dialogue goes in with what I previously said. It could damage your natural hair if it's not installed right, so make sure that person is actually not new to the least the lock extensions phase, not new to the retwist, but not new to the lock extension phase. Like, they know how to do it, like they show you their work, and ask them for the methods that they use as well. On top of it, lock extensions are permanent, so if they go with the two method that I personally prefer locticians should go by, those are permanent, so you cannot take them out of your hair. It's permanent in your hair. The only way you can take them out is cutting them out. That's all. Cutting them out. You can't say let me take them out like you're doing like you got fox locks. You can't do that unless it's installed properly and it's falling out, baby. Then you can take them out, but you can't take them out. You have to cut them out. And that will conclude my cons if they grow more, but that will conclude my cons for that. My pro is my first pro, it allows for your hair to grow. Locks allows for your hair to grow, and I've seen some people with locks on social media from last year and this year. I was like, oh my god, wow. And I personally would love to keep my hair growth, because if my hair is naturally loose, my hair breaks a lot. Like, it's kinky, it's thick, it has great density. And if you're like me, or like if you just want to keep your hair growth and you're tired of it falling out every second you touch your hair, then you should go locked. It allows for hair growth. The only things you basically have to do is wash your hair, oil it down, and not style it too much, and not add a lot of pressure with the rubber bands on it so it won't thin out and break off. Second pro is that it's low maintenance. So for my college girlies or my mommies, it's low maintenance. So if you're like, you can have ready to go hairstyles, you don't have to wake up and comb your hair. That was one problem that I had in the morning for my classes in the morning. You could just put your hair in a good ponytail, you can head out the door, come home, style however you like. It's good for the gym. I love it for the gym. I don't have to do too much. I don't have to do nothing at all, just put in a ponytail. It saves you money throughout time. That's my third pro. It saves you money. It saves you money throughout time, especially when it comes to weaves and box braids and fox locks and crochet and hair products and all these things. No, it saves you money throughout time. So all you have to do, get your retwist, get your shampoo, your conditioner, your oils. Wash your hair how many times a week you like it. Oil it down, moisturize it, and put it up. If you want to do a retwist, you do a retwist. If you want to get a retwist professionally, you get a retwist professionally. It's basically up to you. And I know a lot of professional locticians out there, they charge from, I've seen the prices go from 60 to 80 for a retwist. And then for a lock maintenance is like $10, $20 type of range. So it's not expensive, and you can get it like every other week. I know you're not supposed to do a retwist all the time. It could cause breakage in your natural hair, and you're trying to promote hair growth, so you don't want that. Another pro is locks has various styles. I know when I was first going to lock, I always had a idea of like, oh my god, it's going to be like just one style. But no, there's a lot of styles out for lock girlies. You can get it curls, you can get it, I've seen people straighten their hair. If you have lock extensions, you want to make sure that it's real human hair. My vendor is going to be real human hair, but you want it to make sure that it's real human hair. I've seen somebody put a flat iron through it and straighten it, and you can do a twist out, basically almost anything a natural hair girly would do. Just make sure you're not adding too much tension on your hair. My last pro is for the girlies who don't plan on keeping lock extensions in for a great amount of time and actually want to have loose hair later on without having to cut their locks out. You could comb your locks out. Don't go by the people who say, oh, the only way you can take your locks out is if you cut them out. No, you could comb your locks out. It's going to take a great amount of time. It is going to be a lot of work, a lot of arm stuff, but you could comb your locks out, and you could comb it out to the point you can keep great length for your hair depending on how long it grows. But yeah, I mean, your hair won't be fully healthy on the bottom. You'll have to cut some dead ends off, but you could comb your locks out in the future. If you don't feel like having locks anymore, you do not have to cut it out. And that will conclude everything for my pros and cons.